What's up, everybody? So real quick, let's get into this. This is episode number 5. Got everything ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding. This is from when I did the engine base. So I got 80 grit, 120. Got a bunch of different ones. So set that aside. I'm probably gonna be using 80, 120, 150. Stay up like that. So everybody that hasn't seen the other episodes or anything, go back and watch those. This is the process I'm taking to do the interior. So we're gonna sand everything over here, middle, back seats, and as well as the sides. Just everything we can see that will possibly get painted. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time talking. I'm just gonna get right into it, guys. All right. Oh, and one other thing, just to add to our total. So these are 10 bucks a piece. And I got 3 of them, so let's just add $30 to the total, and I'll put the total right here. So that's where we're at now for a total for the whole interior so far. Alright guys, so I spent a good 4 hours just working on all this. Let me show you guys what I got. Alright, so I still have all this on this side to do, plus inside like the quarter panel over there. I got this side pretty much done. I still got to do inside there, but the whole back side, the floor over there where the lights are, that's all done. I still got to figure out how I'm gonna get this off of this, because this is this plastic under here. And I just got all this crap around it, so I'm gonna see what I could do with that. I still haven't messed with it. This one's the same thing over here. I actually might have to do a little bit of bondo work. Seems to be a couple dents here and there. There's a dent here for some reason, and then there's a bunch over there in that corner. Let's see if I could show you guys. It's not looking too good. I'm just gonna mess with that a little bit. Talk to you guys out here because it's so loud in there. Put that right there. So tomorrow I'll probably pick up a wire wheel and put that on the drill, try and get all those small edges that I wasn't able to get. So we'll just get back to this tomorrow. We'll pick up where we left off. See ya in a bit. Alright guys, so day 2 is a wrap. I spent about 5 hours just sanding and sanding and sanding, and it just never ended. Make sure you guys sand in there if you're gonna do this. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. I mean, your work is only gonna be as good as your prep work, you know, so the more time you spend doing this and just prepping it and getting it as good as you can, the better the paint's gonna come out. All right, so right now it looks a little crazy, I know, but That's exactly how the engine bay looked before I was done, and it's gonna look like that, you know, it's part of the process. Let me show you guys the engine bay again. I know a lot of you guys have seen it already, but show you guys. Right now it's super dirty, so that's what you guys can expect, you know, for the paint to look like. Show you guys this side. When you just put in a little bit of effort, you know, none of this stuff is easy. So if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. So we got pretty much everything sanded. Let me show you guys some stuff that I bought. I got this little like brush thing, wire brush thing, and that was just to pretty much reach all these areas in here and get that roughed up, you know, like these corners in here, all that. It works really good. Same thing on this side and there, you know, something like that. I also use that to smooth out. Well, I kind of sanded this down, the seam sealer. I kind of sanded that down and got it pretty flat. So I bought a couple different sizes. This one, and this one. I also used it down here to get all the rust that was under there. I'm trying to zoom in on that. I cleaned that up pretty good, especially like in just something like that. Just a few other things to the list of stuff that we've purchased already for the interior, just to get this all done. So tomorrow we're gonna actually just clean everything up again. What else we gotta do? There's gonna be some spots we missed, so we could definitely go back and sand those little bit of spots that we missed. So tomorrow's gonna be pretty much cleaning and just making sure this thing is all set, and then we could go ahead and bondo whatever we need to bondo, let that dry up, sand it, kind of just get this thing dialed in, and then we could do all the prep work for get it ready for paint. All right, so this is day 3 of me trying to get this all done. Last day that I was here was Thursday, so today's Sunday. So just to give you guys an idea, I took a couple days off because my hands were like literally killing me. Like I should have bought some gloves. I actually bought some gloves today. I hit up Harbor Freight and I hit up Advanced Auto, and believe it or not, guys, I pretty much put this whole car together, like took out the engine, did the whole engine bay, everything, and I didn't use any gloves. Like I did it without gloves. It was crazy. But I don't know, I'm just that type of guy. Even at work, like I just don't like wearing gloves. I just don't like it. Like I know that we should, but I mean, I don't wear them at all. You know, sanding and stuff, I didn't buy any dust masks. You guys probably should buy some of these. I got me some seam sealer as well. I'll show you guys which one I got. Got that one. Some spreaders I got on my Harbor Freight. I think this is like a 20 pack, so I go through those like nothing. So back to the car. I think I showed you guys on Thursday that we got it all done, even inside like the quarter panel, up to there. On this side I went up pretty high, like up there somewhere, so I don't remember what the headliner really covered or not, so I'm just gonna have to go up pretty high and try and cover as much as I can. So I cleaned up all the rust that was under here. I got that pretty much all cleaned up, so it's looking a lot better now. So my plan is to fix up the inside a little bit more. This is my box right here. This is where I put all my like Bondo and... Alright, so what I got here, I got this Evercoat Metal Glaze finishing blending putty. That product is really good. That one's by Evercoat. I'll show you guys what I got. So it's a 2-part, and then you mix it, and this stuff is ready to like sand in like minutes. I got this all metal one, which is good if you want, you know, your stuff to last forever, but this stuff is like a bitch to sand. So I don't know, only use that like, you know, small coats or whatever, because if you put a lot of that stuff, it's really hard to sand. So let me just show you guys the spots that I'm having issues with that don't look very good. When I bought this car, I had a crash history on it. Obviously underneath the rug and all that stuff, you're not gonna see this stuff. So these people like really repaired this car. For the most part, these people did a really good job on it, but now that I'm, you know, taking everything out, you could actually see all the work they did on it. So see if I can show you guys. You see how they kind of hammered all that in there? And then right here, they kind of just hammered this all right here flat. There's also like a dent here that I want to fill, and like some work right here. And then over there, it's not looking too good either. It's kind of all messed up. I don't know what they were doing compared to this side, if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna try my best to smooth that out as best as I can. Right here, I got a little bit that I got to smooth out, so I don't know. I'm just gonna take my time with it, even if it takes me another 2 days to get this looking a little better. So yeah, this one's really strong, but I find this one not to dry very fast. It takes like, it could take, depending how much you put down and how much of this hardener you put in, it could take a little bit for it to dry. And then this one's really good. This one dries super fast, and then you could work on it the same day. I already vacuumed and cleaned this really good. I'm gonna get some wax and grease remover and clean it up pretty good before I start putting a little bit of Bondo down.
Ponca City, Blackwell area, 68 degrees today. Winds southerly at about 15 with gusts of 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.00 and is rising. And no precipitation. We're about a ½ inch behind, correction, a ½ inch ahead for the year, and 1 53/100ths behind for the year so far. We'll be looking for a little bit of a change tomorrow, and of course the possibility of some scattered showers. Today, of course, there's nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo was pretty interesting for the western half of the U.S.
Alright, so for that big dent I have right there, see if I could focus in on that. That's about all I used, was right there. So everywhere else I'll just use that regular stuff, but I just wanted to make sure I got that really good. And then after that dries, I'll sand it a little bit. So I'll give that a day to dry, maybe a day or two. I don't remember how long it takes. I remember it takes a little bit though. And then I'll hit it with a little bit of regular body filler over it, just so it looks better, and then that should be it. Now this body filler part, guys, you don't have to do this. This is just me, because I didn't know I had these issues before I started this until I took the rug out and everything, and then I found that, you know, there was dents everywhere. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of time, put a little bit of body filler and do that. But you guys don't have to buy any of this stuff. This is just the extra step I need to take so it looks a little better when I paint it. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this. It's gonna be a little bit of a process. I pretty much have to put down light coats and then just start sanding over it, and then put a little bit more, and then just go from there and see how it comes out. I'm gonna try my best.
Ponca City, Blackwell area, 68 degrees today. Winds southerly at about 15 with gusts of 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.00 and is rising. And no precipitation. We're about a ½ inch behind, correction, a ½ inch ahead for the year, and 1 53/100ths behind for the year so far. We'll be looking for a little bit of a change tomorrow, and of course the possibility of some scattered showers. Today, of course, there was nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo was pretty interesting for the western half of the U.S. Rain showers and thunder showers along that frontal system. and that wide band of fairly heavy snow in there, that begins at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you'll see the cloud pattern move until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So as of that time, of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of high-pressure cells behind it. Behind it, and a few pockets of low pressure, and a fairly heavy band of rain showers and snow all the way from the eastern portions of Montana down to western sections of Nevada. And of course the massive high picking up warm moist air from the south, bringing it northward. So when the two masses collide over Kansas, we are looking for some precipitation, and we'll talk about that.
Alright, so I'm pretty much all done with the sanding. Everything's smoothed out. If you guys can see a before and after of this thing, it looks way better than it did before. I mean, there was dents everywhere in here. This whole area right here was all hammered. I don't know what really happened. I know this car was in an accident before I bought it, but I didn't think it was like this bad. So there was like just hammer marks everywhere, and we pretty much got it all smoothed out. Everything's looking a lot better than it did before. I kind of just matched this side and just try to, you know, keep it all the same. There's still a couple like small holes everywhere, but once I spray that 2K primer, I mean, we should be good. It should kind of fill all those in. I'll take a look again, and if I gotta add a little bit of body filler, I will, just to make it look a little better. But I mean, I'm not aiming for this to be the greatest. So over here, if you guys remember, there was a big ass dent right here. I used two different bundles. I used this green one on top, and then underneath that was that metal to metal one, which really bonds really good and it's strong. So I put that here and on the sides, and then over there was all hammered and messed up, and I got it as best as I can. It's not gonna be perfect over there. That was probably the hardest spot over there, but it's a lot better than what it was. Everything is pretty much good. I did a little bit more work over here, got that out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this thing up and getting this dust out of here, get everything out of here. I put a bag under here just so paint wouldn't get on that. I'm still a little unsure if I'm gonna remove these back coilovers or the struts in the back. I think I am gonna remove them just because I really want to get that painted really good in there. I don't want to do like a half-ass job. So same thing with the lights in the back. I've removed them before to replace the gasket, so I think it's just those 4 bolts over there, so I might just remove those while I'm at it. So let's just wrap things up, start cleaning and getting everything all set.
Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation with a couple of...
Alright, so today's Tuesday. I just got back over here. It's 8:30 in the morning. Should be the last day we need to just finish sanding and just prepping this thing. Just do like final touches and stuff. So I think we got a total of 5 days into this video. It's kind of been a long process, and it hasn't. I mean, I've been putting in maybe 3 or 4 hours a day every time I came here. I took the weekend off, so that kind of extended things. You know, it's not like I'm here every day, all day. So it kind of seems like it's taking me forever. I haven't had a chance to upload. I think it's been like 6 days, maybe a week, I don't know. So we're gonna go in there, finish sanding, do any finishing touches. Second thing we're gonna do is use the air compressor, get all the dust out of everywhere, just like clean it up really good. And then third, we're gonna clean everything, get it as clean as we can get it. Then after that, we're gonna just mask everything off, you know, the windows, cover the seats with some plastic, you know, just avoid getting paint on stuff we don't want to get paint on. So, and for those of you that have made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's go in there and get this started. Seats are all covered up. All that's left is to cover up the doors. I'm gonna wait until the day of to do all that. Also cover this glass, all this, cover the outside. I still have some of that, I still have more plastic left, so I'll just cover all the outside parts, the front end, because you definitely don't want any overspray on any of your stuff. So we're gonna cover and make sure everything's all set. Now I will say that this process wasn't easy. It was definitely a challenge in some areas with all that damage that was inside the car, but I'm glad that we got that sorted out and all that's done. So, and I filmed so much for this video, it's ridiculous. Like, I would film like a whole 10-minute of me doing something just for like a 1-minute like snippet of it. At the end of the day, I just do it so I could get a whole complete video of the process. I didn't want to record a video like I didn't want to record a video where you just say what you're gonna do and then you snap your fingers and it's done. I actually want to walk you guys through the process and stuff that I go through when I'm doing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So today's Tuesday. Sometime later this week I do want to prime this whole car. I think I want to do a 2K primer. I think it might be a little overkill, but the 2K primer would definitely help fill in a lot of the scratches and just imperfections that might be left from me sanding. So I think I'm gonna go that route and just get that type of primer. So yeah, that's it. I pretty much got everything done. So I'll see you guys in a couple days when I'm ready to paint this thing. We're gonna prime it, base coat, and then clear it. I don't know if we're gonna do it all in one day. Well, yeah, we're not gonna do it all in one day. When we prime it, I might make that its own episode. So it just will be just finish prepping this thing, because I still need to cover the outside and make sure no overspray gets on it. So yeah, whatever, I'll talk about that more when we get there. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.